ballers pulled up, you can hear they hand me. And VIP bought a girl so friendly. Broke boys looking on, you can feel they envy. Business owners over here, you see that money round us. All the rappers and the singers wanna party round us. We gon' pop a few bottles, never nothing to us. If we leave this hill, we gon' need a tour bus. He Dilla got the hits, keep the party going. He even play your tune if you really is plugged in. Got the smoke in the air, keep the liquor flowing. Big tipping over here, you know the ladies notice. In the door, you know I keep the real round me. Candy girl, the only thing that's really sweet about me. Grown folks over here, we always party in peace. The hottest thing around, we in the VIP.
The Godfather.
Welcome to the VIP. We rockin' and rollin' with Dirty and Candy at the VIP. We chillin', we bringin' the sauce and the flavor to the VIP. Nobody can do it like me and D. So welcome to the VIP.
We have somebody I've been wanting to interview for a long time. To me, she is a legend in the comedy. Yeah, we talking about you, girl. She is a legend in the Chicago comedy scene. If you ain't heard from her, trust me. As a matter of fact, she got one of the highest viewed shows on YouTube. Yeah, she go crazy, man. We got the one and only Rashida Lucas in the building. So I know you've been around the block for a while now.
In more ways than one.
Yo, got Candy girl.
We all got a pass.
Shit.
I'm like a J-Lo girl. All right. Hey, we all got a pass. Yeah. It's the only way you know a good man when you find one. You got to go through several.
Ain't that right, Candy girl? Anyway.
I like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So you know, how I first found out about Rashida was actually through comedy. You are one of the funniest female comedians I've ever seen personally.
Oh, thank
I ain't
you.
talking about just Chicago. I'm talking about period.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the people that don't know you,
Big Purr.
Yeah, big. What you
Big
say?
Purr.
How long have you been doing all together? Like from the moment that you started?
From the moment I started, I started at 29 years old. I am 43 years old.
So 3 years ago.
So that's what I'm talking about. I see what you did there. Yeah, so it's been about almost 15 years.
That's amazing.
14 years.
That's really good.
I took a hiatus. I took like a 3-4 year hiatus.
Ever since COVID.
No, this was way before COVID. This was like 2014.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Dirty.
Yeah, do your thing,
Can I
sister girl.
jump in? Double Dutch?
Don't dig your potatoes.
Hey. No, I was just going to ask you, what made you start to get into comedy?
What made me get into comedy, so first of all, growing up, my dad was super funny.
Wow.
He was deep, militant, cool, but all at the same time, but he was hilarious. He was always the life of the party. Our friends used to come over our house just for my dad.
Wow.
I'm not even joking, not for us. Your daddy at home? No, let's play outside. Like, dang.
Hey, waiting on the corner for
Our
your daddy.
cousins, everybody loved, y'all daddy at home? Oh, yeah, can we spend the night? I mean, he was that person. Yeah, just funny jokes, funny, serious. So growing up, I have an identical twin sister. So
What's your sister's name?
Dalila. Dalila Lucas.
Well, shout out to Dalila Lucas. You
My
should've-
other face.
Why your ass ain't here?
Wait a minute. We sure it ain't Dalila?
No, Dalila got young people problems. She don't have a babysitter.
Oh, shit.
Like, I'm done with those.
Ain't no hot girls over here.
But no, so growing up, a lot of people used to always say, oh, you missed your calling. But I never, thought about doing it, never knew how to get into it or anything like that. But my cousin used to play in the NBA. My cousin Kewan Garrett used to play in the NBA. So whenever he went overseas. So whenever he was home during the summer, we were at all the clubs and parties and VIP with him. So we started meeting different comedians that been on Def Comedy Jam and things like that. Ran into and met Sean Morgan. Shout out Sean Morgan. Love him to death. Hilarious. Cold with the pen. I met him and started going to his shows to support. And you would watch people bomb and stuff, and you'd be like, I'm funny. I think
I could do that.
I think I could do that.
Yeah.
If they could get up there and they getting paid, I definitely could get up there and do it. So one night I told Sean, I was like, I could do that. He was like, well, you naturally funny. I'll have some writing sessions with you and let's do it. But at that time, Sean was at like a very high point in his career doing Def Comedy Jam, Bad Boys of Comedy, all those shows. So he was always out of town. We wouldn't have writing sessions. So then I met Baldhead. That's like
is funny as
a
hell.
Baldhead is like a brother to me, like a big brother to me. He's the one who sat down and actually had writing sessions with me. Now I wrote all my jokes. He would help me tweak them and, show me or like get this book, read this, do this. Have you studied this? Have you studied that? He's the person who took me to Jokes and Notes to bust my cherry for the first time. Damon Williams, shout out my brother
Shout out
Damon Williams.
man.
He was hosting the amateur nights on Wednesdays at Jokes and Notes.
Yeah.
So I went up, he said my name wrong. He's like, Buff Boy. I came up there. He's like, no, go back. I got to
'cause your
bring
name
you up
is-
right.
is
Buff Bay. It was Buff Bay.
That's right.
And the Caribbean people know what that means.
What does that mean? Side note, what does that mean?
It is,
No, you might as well tell us. You done put it out there. You
it
can
is
VIP.
a Caribbean slang for having a fat punani.
Okay, Buff Bay.
Because Buff Bay is a town. Buff Bay is a town in Jamaica, so they will always say that the chicks with the fat, came from Buff Bay. It's even a song.
Hey, Candy Girl.
Yeah.
Candy Girl. You
Oh,
my
he
Buff
said your
Bay.
name Buff Bay.
You my Buff Bay, baby. Go on with your little sexy ass. Go on with your little sexy ass wig this week. Go on with your little sexy ass wig this week.
Wait, but he can still make you blush. I see your cheeks turning rosy red, and it ain't just that drink. He still got it. Give me
You
some.
did.
Hey.
Hey.
But yeah, so I went for the first time. Dion Cole was there.
Wow.
Dion pulled me to the side and was like, yo, is that your first time? Y'all know how Dion talk. Yo,
Yeah.
that your first time? I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, I wouldn't have thought it was your first time. Keep going, you good. Don't stop. And I was like, oh my God, Dion Cole. And from there, it just kept going. From that day, it just kept going. Up until 2014 when I took a break to pursue some other business opportunities.
Okay, I was gonna ask, like, when you're going that strong and doing that good, what would make you kind of stop and pursue something else?
Some things that a lot of people don't know about the comedy world, the bigger you get when you start doing things like hosting, because I've hosted and headlined at the Laugh Factory before. So when you start doing those checks are not the money that you get on the urban circuit. So the goal is to cross over to mainstream, but what they don't tell you is when you cross over to mainstream, that money is not like the urban circuit until you blow.
So
You're about to blow. Like somebody like another dope, hot comedian, Corey Bell, love her to death. I'm pretty
shout
sure.
out Corey Bell.
I know she's gonna get there and blow, but
Yeah.
like even now, I'm pretty sure she's making some money. She's touring with Monique.
Right.
But you have to get to mainstream to even get to that, have that kind of thing to get a resume to do that. So like now I'm pretty sure she's like, but it ain't what you wanted to be.
Man, I remember the only reason we would go to Tilly's in Country Club it was because she was showing up and we just wanted to support her. She's so fucking dope. We would just go. We seen the jokes and all that shit. But for some reason, every time she was doing, it was just funny. I don't know why, but every time we go, we would laugh our ass off, and we just wanted to support her. So shout out to Corey Bell, man. She dope as hell.
I remember
Way before
really?
Tilly's, yeah.
I think she really started doing something like right when I stopped because I had never really seen her perform or anything like that. So yeah, so even during the time I took the hiatus, M Dubs, Marvin Phipps, is my best friend, another fire dope comedian
Shout
that
out
was
Marvin
house
Phipps.
MC at Jokes and Notes. He was like, man, G, you gotta come back. You gotta come back. We need you to come back. But I started hearing Corey Bell's name. And so when I finally went to an event and I saw her, I'm like, damn, she hilarious.
She funny as hell.
I love her. I love it. Reels, all that stuff.
Now, how do you like? So I always thought about this when it comes to comedians. Like, I'm an artist. I'm a rapper. My wife is a singer. Yeah.
Okay, y'all got the
You
J-
never heard none of our
y'all got
music.
the JD thing
Hey, look,
going
hey,
on.
watch.
Okay.
You know what we're gonna do? Before you leave, we're gonna play 1 or 2 songs. That way you get familiar with. But
Okay.
that ain't that important.
Is
So,
it something that I'm gonna do something to somebody's son too?
You
or,
might. I mean, shit,
Or is
we
it
got,
something where I'm gonna just be like, hey,
We got 2. I'm gonna play
flame
2
up
for
one
you.
in the house? Okay.
I'm gonna play 2
all right.
for you, and you're gonna be like, damn.
I mean, I like songs I can add to my In the Bushes playlist. If y'all don't know what In the Bushes is, that's a term that my sister, her best friend Nunu, and I came up when our kids,
What's in the
our
bushes?
kids were smaller.
I'm laughing. I don't even know what it is.
Okay, let me. You think you know? It means you was out freaking, fucking. Can I say fucking on the show?
Fucking.
Oh, okay.
You can fuck
Oh,
on
shit.
this.
No, this-
You can fuck on this show.
Oh no.
I mean, not like that,
No.
but you can say fuck.
Okay.
Stop pronouncing.
Right.
We don't get paid enough for that.
Look, Kimberly said not in the bush. Look, Nunu on here. She.
No, in the bushes.
Marquita
Nunu.
friend, yes, Marquita friend. We called it In the Bushes. So you know how when you talk and grown folks talk, and when around our era, because I can tell y'all probably around the same age
No,
as me.
hell
Y'all
no.
little
Like,
younger?
I'm 29.
Okay,
I'm young than a
I
motherfucker.
said we in the same age range.
Exactly.
Okay. So you talking about some in the bushes. My sister dad laughed. So what happened? You know how when you were younger and our parents would have conversations when you had no business listening to, and they'd be like, "Go in the other room." So some people we used to say, "Get off the porch." But we would tell the kids, get off the porch. They knew exactly what it was. But if they were still around and one of them was like, I tried to call you last night why you ain't answer the phone? As soon as we said, girl, I was in the bushes, we knew exactly what it was.
That's like a tight little code, though.
Hey, Candace,
Yeah.
if I ever hear you telling your friend you was in the bushes and I wasn't there with you, you gonna be in a coffin in this motherfucker.
Okay, this side.
Oh, anyway.
I didn't mean to cause no problem. I didn't mean to cause
If
no
I ever
miracle
hear Cole like, wait, I was in the bushes. You wasn't in the bushes with me.
I just want to make sure, we got people around for witness. And they trying to take me out. Okay, I don't know what is going on.
It's something in that cup.
Yeah. So, one of the
Let me
things.
let the people see you over here talking mess to her.
You see what you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
They real civil.
And we're back. And we're back.
All right, so one of the things I always thought about comedians, memorizing a song, it's 2-3 minutes. Maybe 4, depending on the song. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the song.
no more than
and
3.
and then nowadays, sometimes just a verse and a hook. It's just, now it's so
Right.
simplified.
Back in the day, they was 8 minutes.
Man,
long.
8 minutes. And then it was
6
all the 8 minutes was 5. The
Yup,
whole 8 minutes was
5.
5 as hell. One of the things I think about a comedian, how the fuck do y'all remember, like, y'all whole set? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Especially like the
yeah.
first time you're doing that, man. Y'all might have a 10, 15, 20-minute set, especially if you're like the headliner.
Imagine remembering a set when you're headlining.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it also, that's like 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh my God.
Well, depending on where you at, if they want a 30-minute set for the headline, just depends. But have 45 minutes to an hour ready headline.
I mean, talking about, trying to sit up here and just keep up with everything, you gotta make these people laugh.
But it's so dope. So like, perfect example, I tell people all the time. If you've been to any of Kevin Hart's shows or watch the shows, but then you go and look at an underground video of him doing that show that's not the tape show. Every laugh is in the same place. Every giggle is in the same place. But that's with most comedians. And that's the part of the art, is making the set feel as if it's just a conversation and people think you're just doing it off your head. But no, that's like a set that's It's just like you said. It's like music. You memorize it. Just like Beyonce remembers songs from No 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 No. You know, and still she has to still perform them because somebody still wants to hear it.
Right.
So of course she'll come up with new sets every now and then. But you're gonna hear comedians do the same jokes over and over for years because every audience is a different audience.
Now, my bad, Kenny girl. Do your thing, sister girl. Yeah.
So, where have you performed that you enjoy most? What states, if you have been out of the state to perform?
That I enjoy most. It is a tie between Brooklyn, New York, and LA.
Wow.
Yeah. I was in this FICA group started by Hope Flood. You know, Lunel was there. All the big top women. It was for females in comedy. So a lot of us who were in that, I was the like, I can't remember the word, but like the representative for the female comics in Chicago for that particular convention. But you got to perform like at the at Comedy Union, at, you know, all different kind of, you know, J. Anthony Brown's place. You got to perform at all those places. Some of us even got to perform at the place where Tiffany Haddish was hosted.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was pretty dope. So I guess I have to go with L.A.
That is super dope.
Yeah,
man.
met Mike Epps and everything. He was so humble. He was just sitting
Well,
there
Mike
like
Epps seems
he
like
was
he cool.
like he was sitting like literally at a table like this by himself, like he was just a regular patron, like he wasn't Mike Epps.
No, he's from the Midwest
I
though.
get that vibe from
He from the Mid. I think he's from Indianapolis, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah.
So you know, us in the Midwest, we're very humble. You know, we're not like the people from New York. Like,
people just say that.
well, most of us are.
Well, no, they say we pretty arrogant.
Really?
Yes.
I think the people from LA is arrogant.
Chicago is known as a very arrogant city.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that. I traveled a few places. I never knew that.
A few.
I traveled a lot of places. I've been around the world. Seen a few girls. Yeah. Now, you know, is your well, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You've been doing comedy for a while, and I know that sometimes you walk on stage and the crowd was a little dead. How do you get the crowd amped up? What's that key thing that you do? And it's like, are they ready for me now?
You have to read your audience. One thing I never understood, some comedians, especially if they were like a feature or a headliner, they would show up to the shows late, like not too long before it's time to get on. I like to get to shows on time before they start because I like to read the crowd as they come in, because once you read the crowd and the age group and all that kind of stuff, I can say, okay, let me take this joke out and do this one. Okay, I'm going to take that one out of my set and I'm going to put this one in. And so, and not only that, you read them from the people before you who went up and from the host. So you can kind of tell and feel the energy, like, okay, let me do this. All right, let me do this to warm them up when I get up there. Especially being a female, you have to know how to warm up a crowd.
Man.
Because if you notice, when hosts bring up females, especially if it's a guy host, most of the time we don't like them to say, this next female coming up, she's
like,
such and such and such and
categorize
such.
Yeah.
Right. We got a woman coming to the stage. Immediately people like, let me go shit. Let me go get a cigarette. All she gonna talk about is fucking and sucking dick. I don't think I want to see her. So you have to go up there and kind of do something different. You know what I mean? But you still gotta, as a female comedian, they're expecting at least one dick joke.
Yeah.
Or she ain't that funny.
I think that's fucked up. I think it's fucked up that it's like that. Like a male comedian don't have to do that. I mean, they literally can do their set and it's fine. Like Kevin Hart, he ain't got to talk about pussy one time through the whole set. He can do some shit just about his family and it's all good. A female comedian is expected that you have to do some real weird shit on stage, twerk a little bit. God damn it. It's just like being a female rapper.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like you have to do all this over extra shit just to get the captivate the audience. I think that's fucked up.
I'm glad you brought that up, because one of the things I already love Cardi B, but this made me love her even more. She did a live, and she was talking about how, you know, female rappers talk about, you know, the fucking and the dicks and all that stuff all the time. People talk about it. But at the same time, those are the ones who are very successful. So she tagged and mentioned other rappers who are hot that she even acknowledged are hotter than her. She was like, man, follow them, blow them up. They don't talk about what I talk about, but see, when they don't talk about that,
They don't get that.
y'all don't
recognition.
exactly.
They don't, you know what? And that's fucked up because
Yep.
I've never seen that post.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
But that's awesome that she said that. You know, I do.
Yeah, that was
I
pretty.
applaud that.
I had more respect for her when she did
Yeah.
that.
I was gonna say that's probably when you were talking about like having to stake out the crowd, like make sure okay what I'm gonna do today. Like I feel like as artists we don't get a chance to do that because we got to bring our music. To
Yeah,
them,
yeah, that's true. As like a music artist with these,
Right. You can't take parts
These
out your
shows.
song. I'm not gonna sing
Right.
it this way because somebody granny
Or
out
we
there.
can't even just pull the song.
yeah, no,
Right.
like so. Say for instance, we going to a club, we getting ready to perform some shit, right? The normal shows that we do here in Chicago, they want us to send the music. We got a playlist, right? I mean, like a show mix. So we send a show mix. I go in the crowd. I'm like, this ain't no fucking crowd that want to hear freedom
Right. We
and
could've
goddamn
voted on
it.
here.
Me, I could have put some street shit on here and then
That's-
had the
yep.
crowd going. But I don't get the opportunity like that as an audience. I mean, as an artist. But you get
an
that.
advantage for you.
Yeah, that's a great advantage. But no, it's only an advantage because you take advantage
Only
of
if
the
you take
advantage.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's only an advantage if you take advantage of it. So that's dope as hell. Now, let me ask you something. So some comedians are this way they are all the time. Like if you see them on stage, they like that. At the crib, they have no off button. Is your stage presence the same as it is on stage as it is off stage? Like if
Like at home?
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, at the crib. I when you out grocery shopping, not grocery shopping. if you out and about and doing your thing or you hang with your people, it's the same. How you are on stage is the same. Is it the same? God damn it, I'm going crazy. No, but how you on stage is the same thing how you at the crib. God damn it, that's my
How
question.
I am on stage, is it the same way as I am at the crib? I would have to say yes, but with an alter ego added to it.
I like that.
You have to have the alter ego.
What's your
That's
alter
what-
ego?
My alter ego is Buff Bay.
Oh shit, the fat cat.
Yeah. Fat Punani.
Fat Punani.
But yeah, Buff Bay is my alter ego. That's in a whole lot of other things. Because originally, my sister and I were rappers. I wanted to rap.
What
I used
the
to, I used
fuck?
to write songs.
Hold on, you
I used to
were a
write
rapper?
songs forever until one time my mother started letting us go to the studio with this guy, and I started getting uncomfortable, and I never wanted to go to the studio
Oh,
ever
wow.
again.
You could have been cold as hell.
I know. I think it was pretty good.
So I see your shirt. I see your shirt. Your
Yeah, what's that
favorite-
shirt all about?
It says your favorite Lucas twins. This
What's that all about?
is my sister, my identical twin sister.
You have
and
a
I-
twin sister.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so cool. I always wanted an identical twin sister.
I did too.
Really? Everybody says
I
that.
just wanted to send them to girls that I didn't like no more. Like, hey,
Because
bro,
people
get
like,
her.
what is it like to be a twin? I'm like, I don't know. It's all I know.
Right.
Like I've never, like I was telling my friend, Breezy. I was telling him the other day, like my kids are all grown. My kids are 27, 21, and 18, and my grandson
Your
is
kids
6.
are how old?
27, 21, and 18.
So your
Thank
oldest
you.
kid is older than me.
Ain't that about? She older than me. I'm 24. I don't know how we did that, but we did. Yeah, but
Awesome.
So,
my
no-
oldest one is gone. The other two are about to leave. So I was like, I'm about to be an empty nester, but I've never been alone in my life, not even from
tough.
conception. I don't know how it's gonna be. I mess around and be like, somebody, I need a roommate. I got 2 other rooms empty. Who wants to come? My sister's so ignorant. Talking about she see I wore my good bra today. Just
Hey, shout out to Lala.
ignorant.
I think it's the line.
She's so ignorant.
You know, I want to ask you something because we're running out of time. I want to make sure I get my
Okay.
last few questions in.
Because something's playing over our
Being a female comedian, well, no, let me scratch that. I don't even want to include female in that. Being a comedian,
I like that. Okay.
yeah, being a comedian. How do you feel? What are your feelings about the comedian industry, particularly in Chicago? I'm gonna drink my drink while you answer that question.
I hate the fact, and I said hate is a very strong word.
It's a very strong one.
I hate the fact that Chicago comedians, regardless if they're urban, mainstream, white, black, green, yellow, purple, that they have to move somewhere else in order to blow up. I hate
That's
it.
fucked up. Yeah.
Comedians, other places, they don't necessarily have to do that. You could be a comedian in Atlanta and blow in Atlanta. Of course, you're a comedian in LA. You definitely go. Everybody runs to either comedians run to LA, Atlanta, or New York. Those are the 3 spots they run to.
I can see that.
Lil Rel, love him. Lil Rel,
I love Lil Rel.
LA took off.
Blew up.
Boom. I mean, he was already getting there before LA.
Yeah.
But
LA
going
took
to
him in.
LA just, I love watching anything he's in. That's my boy. That was my boy.
You know what I think it is, Rashida? I think Chicago, as big as we are as a city, I don't think we have the infrastructure built for artists and comedians. And as sad as that is, it's really true. Everybody has to leave here in order to be successful. Whether you're a rapper, a singer, no one blows up here. You have to leave this city because we don't have anything set up for anybody to be really successful. We think about the like from an artist standpoint, the places that we had to perform. I mean, there's a few places and there's a few people that are doing their best to put everybody on, but the support structure that's there. Like in Atlanta, you have like 7, 8 promoters getting together throwing an event. Like they make this motherfucker huge, right? Or the artists all support one another. And it's the same thing everywhere else. Like everybody really goes and they gravitate towards the entertainment of it. Chicago it's so many politics built into this shit. It makes it extremely difficult to be successful here. And it's sad because we should not, being the 3rd largest city in America, we should not have to leave in order to be successful.
Okay, but I will shout out 3 Chicago artists who were successful.
Dirty Eagle.
They did it. They did it here without leaving. Okay, 4. I'm sorry.
Dirty Eagle.
4. Dirty E, Selena Johnson, R. Kelly, and Twister. So they've shown that it can be done. It's
Very true.
just so rare.
Very true. Now I know that one of the reasons why you end up kind of moving away from comedy is that you became a serial entrepreneur, you and your sister.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So what are some of the things that you guys got involved with? Well, let me take that back. You ladies, you queens got involved. Yeah, what are some things you queens, put your crown on. Put your crown on. What are some of the things you queens got involved with that kind of push you away from comedy so you could focus on building some other
Well, we
enterprises?
went back to starting Dope Lines, and I'm just playing.
Oh, shit! Let me get a key. I'm not playing, but I'm playing.
Let me
I'm
stop,
ready to sell dope.
Because my sister know how to.
I'm ready to sell
Oh
dope.
my gosh.
Hi, Nunu, ex-trap queens. I'm going to start a show.
Dalila.
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 Yeah.
Ain't Dalila?
I was the innocent one.
Ready to make some motherfucking money.
When people make that
You know
statement.
what a lid is. Put me in tune. You know what I'm talking about. Don't take this light skin and be like, oh, you ain't
You
serious.
ain't
You're
that
not
light,
it.
my
You.
mama.
I'm light skin.
You ain't that light.
Your wife's lighter than you.
We all light skinned. Well,
I'm brown.
yeah,
I'm,
you brown.
I'm Caribbean caramel. I don't know
What am I?
about
What
you.
would you consider me?
You like that? You like that? You like that?
What am I? I think I'm light skinned, but
You have Dominican time.
My sister says she's Indian sunburn.
what would I be?
But
I
you,
thought I'm light
You
skinned.
are not light skinned.
you like a.
I'm red though, right?
No, you like tan.
I'm tan. I'm
Tan.
a tan.
Tan.
I'm gonna start a new color. I'm not light. I'm not dark. I'm tan.
You like Nunu talking about stop telling her business. You ain't back. Right, you reformed. You've been changed.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Right, she's a nurse now.
Once
ladies
one,
and
all
gentlemen. Her
one.
and my sister are in the medical
Once one,
field.
always one. Stop
Right.
lying.
But no, we got into World Ventures in 2014.
What is World Ventures?
World Ventures is a network marketing company
Okay.
that was a VIP all-exclusive travel club.
Oh shit. Okay.
Everything from 4-star to 5 diamond. I didn't even know
Damn.
diamond
I didn't
existed
know
till I
diamond
got in
existed.
that club. But that club allowed, I was going to different countries every month for a
Are you
year.
serious?
I'm serious. Sometimes 2. I was traveling like crazy, and the money was dropping at the same time.
Shit.
I earned my 6-figure income earner ring 2 years ago.
You did that shit?
Yeah, it was.
Go
Yeah, you know,
ahead. Rashida,
people talked about it, but hey, I ain't care. I was like, I'm on the camel, bitch. You see me? I'm
You know what?
swimming with the sharks.
Hey, the motherfuckers that talked about it never traveled outside Chicago. So fuck
Never travel
them.
outside.
They went
of
to India.
Chicago.
They went to Hammond.
They go
all
to
the time.
Stony Island
They
and
went to
Blue
Stony.
Island,
They
and the
never went
circle on the west side. You know, that's like the little circle in England for their ass.
Wait. First of all, whenever you include
You know, most
anything,
West Siders
first of
don't.
all,
You know,
whenever
most
include
West Siders
anything-
don't have passports. I'm just
hold on.
saying.
I got a fucking passport. Hold on. Whenever you want to disrespect Chicago, just keep Chicago out of that. I mean, West Side out of that. Don't
First
include
of all,
us.
out west is another country.
You fucking right. A greater country than anything else. So be respectful. Or
Now
I'm
with
going to
the-
edit your shit and it's going to be that's how you going to sound
Just
on your
make
interview.
sure you leave in this part where I mentioned the pool tables y'all have outside in the front of the yard.
You motherfucking right, because why be inside when we could be outside shooting pool? Candy girl, you from
Dolly, what street is that on?
Appomattox,
Fillmore
Virginia.
or something like that? Yeah, they had that meme they pass around with the pool table trying to say it's the south side. No, it's the west side. My sister's been
I don't
to
believe
that
it.
house.
I don't believe it, and I need proof. Anyway,
I've never heard about pool tables outside the
anyway, real quick, how do the people follow Rashida Lucas? How did they get in tune with you?
Okay, you can follow me on Facebook, Rashida J. Rashida. My name is spelled correctly, no E's. Rashida J. Lucas. Instagram is at Rashida Lucas 5. You know, and I'm just playing. And follow and subscribe to my sister and I's podcast, Your Favorite Lucas Twins, on YouTube. We start season 3 next Thursday.
Now, is anything else coming up for you before we get out of here?
PPPs and SBAs, and I'm just playing.
Scamming over here.
Eating scallops.
Scallops.
Bologna with the red piece on
She
the side.
did.
You see it? Salami without the black pepper. No, we have coming up the podcast, and we've gotten into during the pandemic has been amazing to some people. It could bring you down, but it has been amazing because it made you think outside the box of some things to do so you can pay. Man, you start thinking of all kind of stuff to do, like you sitting in jail. But I'm dead ass. I had to figure out how to do this and make some money. Right, like if they can figure out how to draw Mickey Mouse to make money to send people letters, we can figure out some shit to do during this pandemic to make some money. So my sister about to start doing the lipo, the laser lipo. In case you need something, or you know somebody else that do. I'm about to start doing vacuum therapy for those of us who used to have a butt in the heyday and we don't no more.
Wait, pause. The fuck is vacuum therapy?
Vacuum therapy is where you put the cups. It's cupping therapy. You put it on your butt, and it pulls it also pulls toxins out too. It has a lot of health benefits to it besides just having a nice ass.
Is that from over the
It
country,
is.
like overseas?
No, it's like a butt lift without going under the knife. It's one session of 30 minutes is equivalent to doing 3,000 squats. Guess who knees ain't doing 3,000 squats, but we definitely putting them cups on our butts. Okay. Oh, that rhyme bars. Hey, put me in, coach. Put me in the studio.
Follow
I
her.
might need to get them vacuum.
Because your knees
Come on, I got you.
is not Megan's status no more.
Basically telling you he wants something.
My knees ain't what? Well, I was just down there last night.
Girl, your knees is not Megan.
Don't even do that.
Your knees Meg.
I don't
You got Meg
I don't
knees.
need no.
You ain't got Megan.
Chase it.
You got Meg Stall
See,
knees.
these the kind of conversations
You got Meg
I
Stall
want wife
knees,
and
goddamn.
husband conversations like that. I'm
Your
tired
knees
of me.
stalled out, goddamn. You be like,
Look at him, he's so bogus.
Like your shit be like,
As long as you gotta pass me the oil can, Mr. Tin Man. Come on.
wait a minute.
I wasn't trying.
I'm always ready.
I wasn't
Fuck you
trying to
talking
start.
about.
I
I'm a
wasn't trying-
young star. I'm always ready.
I'm a young star.
Anyway, look, man. Look, did the
I'm
move.
sorry, man. We'll be back.
Rashida Lucas. Buff Bay.
Buff bag. You saying a little too strong on the buff bag.
He was
grab the
talking
mic.
about
I'm
you.
gonna grab.
He was.
I'm gonna grab the
He
mic.
was kinda looking at me.
Rashida,
He was- I felt
Rashida Lucas, Buff Bay.
You
All right,
know,
man.
a lot of people thought it was because I was swole. I was like, I'm swole.
You swole on.
Now he's saying it like he knows.
I don't.
Anyway,
You know somebody that's dating me?
My album.
Miss
Maybe
Rashida,
you know,
Buff
maybe
Bay.
you know Chris Brown brother. I don't know.
Oh my.
Miss,
Charles. Hey, Charles. Oh, no, you saying Oh Breezy.
I call him O Breezy.
Oh, Breezy.
Hey, Oh
Yeah.
Breezy.
And shout out to Otis that
That
was
nigga- on FaceTime.
Anyway,
He don't care. He a
Hey,
West
hey.
Side celebrity. He don't care.
shout out to Otis on FaceTime. Anyway, Miss Rashida Lucas, Rashida Buff Bay Lucas. It's the first time you've been on the been the first time you on the
I ain't even
VIP
have a
lounge. It definitely won't be the last time. We appreciate everything that you have
We gotta
brought
get
to.
y'all on our show.
Yeah, we gonna be there. We appreciate everything that you bring to the comedian scene in Chicago and worldwide, man. You're amazing. Now, let me ask you something. Let me put you on the spot. Because you didn't know we were going to do this. And you have taken a break. Coming live right now, we're going to have Rashida Buff Bay Lucas doing a skit. Yes, we're going to have this performed. Y'all didn't know we was going to do this. Get prepared. Yes, shit,
I
her
like
ass did
it.
not know we was going to do this. We're
Oh.
going to cut the cameras and we're going to go live with Rashida Buff Bay Lucas. You
Oh,
ready?
I'm ready. I like skit. I
It's
like
up there,
skit.
it's up there. Stay, don't go nowhere. We getting ready, baby.
Oh, I like skits.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all good? Amazing. Yes, it's hot outside. Where the hoes at? Or the people that was fucking at 13 like me? I'm the only hoe in the building? Nobody else was fucking at 13? Just me? Oh. Well, I mean, people could talk about me all they want to. I was a little smart. I was fucking at 13. I got pregnant at 15. Had my daughter at 16. Shit, I made my own goddamn babysitters when I had my daughters. By the time she was 20, she was at home watching my other kids while I was out performing, having fun and shit. But, I mean, as you see, it's not, I came here by myself. Nobody came with me. That's usually how it happens as an entertainer. People don't come support you. But the people that don't come support are usually the same ones who told me I was stupid for having my baby at 16 years old. They was like, you stupid, you a dumb bitch, you gonna fuck up your life. Oh my God, you shouldn't be having no baby. They don't come out and support because they don't have babysitters. I was a little smart. I was like, shit, fucking 13, 15, carry the one. I'm going to be kicking it at 43. I'm straight. Shoot, I'm super smart. Not only that, I be trying to make sure my kids don't grow up like me, like being a hoe. I mean, like I used to be. Because, you know, cycles repeat and shit like that. So, but being a parent, you actually got to be clever and come up. Well, you can't just be like, don't have sex. That shit didn't work with us, so it's definitely not working with them. So you got to be clever and come up with some shit like, what can I do to make her not want to fuck nobody? So when my oldest daughter was 15, she became a cheerleader, right? She was still a virgin. I'm like, how can I make sure she stay a virgin? What can I say? So I said, you know what? Ding, light bulb came on. I said, you know what? I'm going to introduce her ass to tampons now. Yep, she a cheerleader. I'm like, you a cheerleader. You won't have to lock your knees when you sneeze. None of that shit. You cool. You might forget you got it on. It's that comfortable, but you'll be all right. But the hardest part, ladies, y'all feel me, is you have to show these motherfuckers how to use it. So you literally have to degrade yourself going to, am I lying? No. Your mama you saw her wolf, all of that. She had to show you. We got mamas. Their era was the 70s. They didn't believe they believed in wolves. That's aphrodisiac is some shit. I don't know, but I just know it ain't cool around once a month. That's it. But back to what I was originally talking about. I said, you know what? She a cheerleader. I said, you know what? You put it in there, you'll be good. You'll be more comfortable when you cheering. You take it out maybe 6 hours or however you going, you cool. So I had to go in the bathroom and show her. You know, you got to prop your foot up on the tub. Like, you see this, you take it, you put it in there, bam, you good. Now you do it. I'm going to go outside the bathroom. I go outside the bathroom. It's like 10 minutes past. She finally come out. She walking bow-legged and shit. She like, Mama, I don't like this. It's uncomfortable. It hurt. Can I just stick the pads? I'm like, you should. That little bitty thing cannot be that uncomfortable, and I know it don't hurt that bad. She was like, yes, it do. I don't like it. I was like, damn. It really hurt that bad? She like, yes. So I went in my back pocket, and I pulled out a stripper card with the biggest dick on it I could find. And I was like, damn, if that little bitty thing hurts, could you imagine what that feels like? Going in there, and every little boy in the world is made just like that. That motherfucker ain't started fucking till 3 years ago, and she 27. I was like, yes. I just wish that my mama was that smart with my hot ass, 'cause, man. I know y'all like my mouth foul. I went to Catholic school. I'm Catholic. I'm pretty sure you can tell. That's why I end up growing up still getting paid with things in front of my mouth with my lips moving. So, I mean, but if you think about it, the Catholic school actually teaches you to be a freak. I mean, just think about it. When you go to Mass every Sunday, it's a weird man putting fluids on your forehead. You kneeling all the time. Hey, I think my parents' tuition didn't go down the drain. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But speaking of growing up Catholic, my grandma even told me, she was like, you know what, Rashida, I think you just, because I'm single. I got kids, but I'm single. And my grandma was like, I think you're looking in the wrong places. And I was like, how? She was like, why don't you try in church? I'm like, shit, I ain't been to church in 3 years, but for some dick, I guess so, So I go to church, right? I met I think 3 weeks after I went, I met this guy, started dating, very handsome, really nice guy. We were dating for a while, but he broke up with me in 2 weeks. He was like, you know what, Rashida, I like you, you cute, you smart, you a hustler, but you got a filthy mouth. I was like, damn. You ain't got a problem with my filthy mouth when I'm sucking on your dick, though. He was like, see, Rashida, now you being petty. It's a difference. I was like, Pastor, I'm going to need you to tell me how different that is. I don't understand it. Yeah, pastor. But, yep. I don't know why. I noticed a lot of people in Catholic school, we used to gangbang a lot. Y'all used to gangbang growing up? You plead the fifth? Now you do? That's all right. I'm going to go on Chicago Legends page. If I find you, you was a coordinator. Okay. Oh, that's too little for you. You was a governor? A regent? What? No. I gave you governor. You was a GD, though? What was you? Oh, you from the west side. You was a vice lord. Traveler. I knew it. Ha! I only know about gangs because I Googled it, for the record. But, you know how you ever see on Facebook when you be friends with your friends from high school and you see the people who doing things and successful, but then you see the people who everybody didn't quite grow up. Some people still stuck with that 18-year-old mentality. Everybody got one. So I mentioned Baldhead earlier, my boy, comedian Baldhead, but we all know he a GD to the bone. He talk about it all his sets. So one time I posted a picture on Facebook. True story. I posted a picture on Facebook with Baldhead, and this guy was in the comments like, yo, twin, what's up? I ain't seen you in a minute, sister, da-da-da-da-da. Hey, I see you in the picture. I see you hanging with that nigga Baldhead. Hey, when you see folks, tell that nigga I said what's up on Larry. I miss him. I was like, what? This a message in my inbox. So some told me to ignore it, But you know me, I couldn't ignore it. I had to say something back. I said, dude, look here. We are in our 40s. I'm 43 years old. You got to be like 45. I am doing my thing. I am building empires and legacies for my kids. Fuck, I'm a grandmother now. Don't send me messages game banging in my inbox. If you send me another message like this again on Chief, I'm gonna send them niggas at your ass. I'm Rashida Buff Bay Lucas. I enjoyed y'all. Thank you for having me.
Candy. The ballers pulled up, you can hear they hand me. And VIP bought a girl so friendly. Broke boys looking on, you can feel they envy. Business owners over here, you see that money round us. All the rappers and the singers wanna party round us. We gon' pop a few bottles, never nothing to us. If we leave this hill, we gon' need a tour bus. He Dilla got the hits, keep the party going. He even play your joint if you really is plugged in. Got the smoke in the hair, keep the liquor flowing. Big tipping over here, you know the ladies know this. In the dark, you know I keep the real around me. Candy girl, the only thing that's really sweet about me. Grown folks over here, we always party in peace. The hottest thing around.